shit, kid. Fuck now, cause it knows to the bitch. And if you rockin' better like the bubble when it's bitch. And the break of bad, let it go, metal to the bitch, Lord.
What's up, my civil? It's your boy Buck Monster, twice the nice that you used to. Bam, 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 did the bam, bam, bam. We are here today with a request, or I count it as a request, from PIXIE MOONDUST. I've been meaning to get to this request for a while, so shout out to PIXIE MOONDUST if she been holding out for me. And I know it's not the video you wanted me to do, but I figured I should do something of the later material, you know, just to try and satisfy everybody in the mix. So thank you again, PIXIE MOONDUST, for this request, because I count it as a request. Alright, so that being said, before we jump into this video, if you guys could just hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications so you know when I'm dropping these videos. But are you guys ready though? Let's jump into this video. Let's do it. Let's go. My best friend insulted me for being Jewish. Story booth. Real stories animated.
Growing up, I was always kind of the different kid. See, what made me so unique was that I was a Jew, living in a Christian-dominated town. There was only like 2 to 3 of us Jews living in a 600-man middle school, which is about 0.3%. Everyone knew it, and they were all cool to me. Unfortunately, I've also been the butt of many Holocaust jokes. However, one joke incident stood apart from all the rest. It was 6th grade, and I was prepping for social studies. At the time, I wore a very big jacket to school. The hoodie always stuck out, kind of like an open mailbox. Behind me sat 2 kids. One was one of my close friends, and the other was a strange kid that I never talked to. In the middle of class, I felt a rustle in my hoodie, and so I paused to check. There was a flashcard there, and it depicted an anti-Semitic symbol with the words "Hail" around it. On the other side was a degrading racial term I'd rather not say. Reading a note like that is like having a mental slap in the face, as I was in shock as well as pain. And worse, I didn't even know which of the 2 kids actually committed the crime. I reported it to the teacher. Luckily, we were able to go to the library as a class, and so she had plenty of time to pull them over. I didn't overhear everything, but I saw them yelling, pointing at me, then pointing at each other, over and over again. They were both called to the office, and I never saw them. Until lunch. By now, everyone had heard about it. Many kids sent their condolences, some just left it alone. Later on, I went out onto the blacktop that very lunch, and I saw my friend looking really gloomy near the gym. I told him my disappointment in him, and I let him know that this can't happen again. I think I'm gonna get expelled, he sobbed. Really? What? I cried. The office is also gonna take care of the other kid as well, he said. That night, I told my parents, who too also felt like they got a mental slap in the face. My mom and dad, after texting the school board about a billion times, received a call from my friend's mom. Over the phone, the mom told how sorry and embarrassed she was, but it didn't make me feel any better. Eventually, the vice principal told my parents that nobody would be expelled, much to my great thanks. However, as I said to my friend, they said that this can't happen again, and that's how it ended. I think one thing that people can learn from my story is that the deliberate harassing of people who are different from you is unacceptable, as we are all created equal. However, I still get anti-Semitic slurs thrown at me from time to time, and some of these people are even my best friends. So overall, if you are the bully or the bystander, then be sure to stand up towards the common threat. After all, I don't want anybody who's watching this to go through what I went through.
Okay. Damn.
Oh my God, he totally jumped off the cliff and had to swim all the way to shore because the dog chased us all the way to...
I don't know. I'm a little bit surprised. Growing up, I got bullied a lot, and a lot of racial bullying. Because I went to, like, sometimes I went to, like, you know, white schools. I went to mixed school, and I went to, yeah. So, I mean, I went to all Indian school at some stage. It's fun, nice little fact. Yeah, so, I mean, I've been in situations where... So, I don't know, maybe it's just I have a thick skin at this point. Maybe I'm just numb to all of it. Words and notes and stuff never really hurt me in school. It was the actual fisticuffs and the beating up and the practical jokes and, you know, like, that kind of stuff. So, basically, my defense was to be as good as the guys who mocked me, basically. That was literally my only defense, is that I had to be as good as the guys who mocked me. So, I mean, it came down to your mama jokes and a lot of that stuff, and yeah. So I mean, I just got good at getting back at people in that regard, which I don't know if that's the answer or not. Yeah, but I mean, it prepared me for YouTube, because if you go to some of my comment sections, the stuff I get called is way worse. Yeah, like the stuff I get called on YouTube, good gosh. Good gosh. Yeah, but I mean, I don't think anybody should have. Man, I think like a detention and a talking to and a call to the parents and like uh, uh a dramatic telling of why this is not okay or why you need to know who you're dealing with or etc etc. I think that would have set the kids straight. But I mean, this whole thing of they gotta text the school board and they gotta, geez, and and now people are getting possibly expelled. I'm like, yo, that's a little bit much. I mean, kids being dumb. And, should educate him first and maybe consider expulsion if he does it a second time. I'm just like, the degree in that story to which the response was, that was a little bit much, in my opinion. I believe he should have just been educated first and then threatened with expulsion later should he have repeated the behavior. I mean, to go straight to expulsion, it's like, yo, if this dude ends up being a serial killer, it's literally because he said a very bad and poor tasteful race joke at some stage. Not even race joke, because, again, being Jewish is a religion, not a race. Anybody can be Jewish. Let's just get that out the way. So, being Jewish is a religion. That's fact. They have the Torah. They have a whole temple. It's a religion. You sign the tenets of the faith, you can join. It's a religion. But I'm saying, even then, to that extent, it's just like, yo, you don't jump straight to expulsion. You sit them down. You have them have a talk. You have the Jewish kid say why this is not okay for him. And, I mean, you facilitate a dialogue there. I'm just like, yeah, in that story where they went straight to expulsion, I'm glad that he stood up for his friend and didn't want his friend to get expelled. But I'm just like, they went straight to expulsion? Like, damn. I mean, I've been called a lot of things, but I ain't never called for somebody's expulsion because of what they called me. But I mean, that again, that's my life story, and, I'm talking a lot, and I'm rambling and everything. And my opinions on these certain kinds of things are kind of controversial. That's why I don't really bring them up on this channel. But if you guys are wanting to know what I think about these things, I'll feel free to express my views and try to articulate my points as validly as possible. Okay? To the dismay of the internet, because they'll probably tear it to shreds anyway. But like I said, grew up with vicious bullying. Name calling's the least you can do to me. Anyway, so if you guys like this video, please like, share, subscribe. If you did not, that is your business. And I'll see you in another video, because Masterman's got to be out. Peace.